With a raise of hands, how many of you guys know what you want to do for the rest of your career and would be happy with it? Rick Love, the person I had a chance to interview, is like that. He, in high school, always wanted to be an athletic director, and to this day, he still is an athletic director. An athletic director, they oversee the coaches and players in events of the sporting events at their school, either at a middle school, high school, or college level. Rick Love, a little bit about himself. He grew up in Hubbard, Ohio, and went to high school there. He then attended Youngstown State University in Youngstown, Ohio for his undergraduate, and Ohio University for his master's degree. I asked him how he got this job as he's now the associate director of athletics, which is the assistant to the athletic director at Youngstown State University. I asked him how he got this job, and he said, when I was a student there for my undergraduate, I worked in the athletic department every day for the 4 years that I was there. And then after I graduated college, there was an open position at Youngstown State University, and he said working there really helped and opened up friendships that helped him get that job. He always wanted to be an AD ever since high school, but he knew he had to pay his dues and climb the ladder to get to where he was today. I asked him what he likes most about his job, and he says his favorite part about it is interacting with younger students and watching people through the 4 years grow up and not only become great athletes but great people. I asked him what he didn't like, and he says it's hard to have at least like I'm living in my hometown, working at my alma mater, and he goes, I love what I do, and he says it's really hard not to like what I'm doing. I asked him what that is also his biggest regret. He said he doesn't have a biggest regret because he's doing the same thing. His greatest memory is his first year back working with Youngstown State. They won the national championship, and Jim Tressel, he was a coach at Ohio State, big coach. He came back and won the national championship for Division I AA. He said that was by far his greatest memory. The excitement it brought to campus, the alumni, to himself, even because he's back. I asked him what kind of internships he did, and he said, obviously every day after class he worked in the athletic department at Youngstown State. In between his sophomore and junior year in the summers, he worked at Akron University in the marketing program, and then his junior and senior year for 12 weeks he worked at Kent State athletic department. Outside of work, I asked him what his hobbies were. He says, I enjoy hanging out with friends and family and spending the valuable time with them. I like coaching my son, who's 9, who plays Little League Baseball, and he coaches his team. He says he really enjoys that. He said that he does have a very good balance between work and social life. He says it's improved because at the beginning of his career, he had a tough time because he was working a lot of hours, and it really helped that he had an understanding wife. Now that he has worked on his time management skills, it's improved, and he gets to spend a lot more time with his family and friends. I then asked him advice he'd give to a student like me who's interested in being an athletic director in the future, and he says, ask questions, ask as many as you can, get to know more about it, get experience as in internships, working with all different kinds of jobs, and so on. And another big advice he gave me was, he said, go on and get your master's degree if you're interested in being an athletic director like I am. It will give you more chances, open more doors, because you can possibly be an athletic director at the high school level, which requires to be requires a master's degree. And last, explore ideas, keep your options open, and everything will work out in the end. So I really had a good chance interviewing him. He was a nice guy, got to know a little more about him. So thank you for your guys' time. You want to stay with me?